To Afghanistan now, where Taliban fighters are making gains across the country, forcing many Afghans to flee. Most are headed west, crossing over the border to Iran. Many will continue on from there into Turkey, where the media are reporting increasing numbers of migrants arriving every day. With refugee facilities in Turkey already overcrowded, most Afghans hope to continue on to Europe. Observers worry that this latest exodus from Afghanistan is just the start and could escalate in the coming months. Well, for more, I'm joined now by Mustafa Ben Massoud. He's Chief of Field Operations in Afghanistan for UNICEF. That's the UN's Emergency Children's Fund. Thank you for being with us. Mr. Massoud, give us an idea of what the humanitarian situation is like now in Afghanistan. Is there any place in the country that's really safe?
Thank you for having me. Let me give you maybe a little bit of perspective on the situation right now in Afghanistan. For 2021, we've planned for 18 million Afghan in need of humanitarian assistance. That number is rising sharply. For 2021, we've planned for approximately 9.7 million children in need of humanitarian assistance, and that number is rising right now. And unfortunately, this year, since January, 468 children were killed, and that number is also rising. The situation is extremely worrying for us, and the price that is being paid by the Afghan population, the women and the children, is on the rise every day.
Now, many of Afghanistan's youth had gained access to education and other opportunities with international support. Do you think those opportunities will still be there moving forward?
The conflict has spread to the entire country, and we know what is the drive for people and children to leave their places and to add the numbers to those refugees and migrants. And usually it's the conflict, it's extreme poverty, and it's violence in general. Afghanistan is facing a triple crisis. The conflict has escalated. The drought was declared a few weeks back, and the third wave of COVID is adding to that. But even before that, Afghanistan was facing extreme challenges. And I can add a fourth crisis, which is the polio and the immunization campaign that have to stop. So the population is pushed outside their area.
People, talking about the people fleeing, the people are fleeing the Taliban's advances. Where are they going to go? Could we be looking at another refugee crisis driven by conflict and drought, for example, as you mentioned?
That is most likely something that we'll see and witness in the weeks and months to come, because, as I said, the conflict has come to the villages and the houses, and women and children have nowhere else to go in Afghanistan. If we don't put a stop to the violence, then they will have no other option but to make their way to Pakistan, Iran, and elsewhere, and adding to the number of refugees. And you know that 60% of the refugees are young people below the age of 30.
Mr. Massoud, thank you very much for taking time to talk with us today. That was Mustafa Ben Massoud, UNICEF's Chief of Field Operations in Afghanistan.